Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. Last episode we found out the garden was actually mobile and we were able to avoid the missiles coming for it. And in this episode, Rinoa wants us to take her on a tour of the garden since she's going to be living here. So we're going to run out into the main hallway and she's going to start talking. This place is huge. You think it's even bigger than Galbadia Garden? Squall's like, I don't know. And she's going to ask as we hit the cafeteria, oh, what's over here? And Squall just says the cafeteria. And Rinoa asks what's over there, the parking lot. So this isn't what she really had in mind when she said to have Squall show her around. Can you try to make it a little more fun, like a normal tour? And Squall is just, whatever. That's who Squall is. So what you want to do is you want to head all the way to the lobby. Well, technically, I guess you're in the lobby, but you want to head to where the directory is what I should say. Because once you get down there, a garden faculty member is going to come up and say, student number whatever, Squall? Yeah? Garden Master wishes to see you. Report to the Master's room right away. Oh, so we're finally going to figure out who Garden Master Norg is. Take the elevator to level B1, you have permission. Okay, so we could take the elevator right now, or we could make this upcoming boss fight super easy. So, first things first, ability, card mod. Now, the Garden Master is weak to wind magic, so we want arrow spells on everyone's elemental attack. So luckily we have a lot of card grinding. Where are they? From earlier in the game, so I have 66 Throstivius cards, so I'm going to refine 10 of them to give me 10 sheer feathers, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Thunder Magic Refine, go to those sheer feathers, and it's going to give 100 arrow to Squall, and 100 arrow to Quistis. Then what we want to do is we want to go to Junction, and we're going to put the appropriate junctions on, so Junction Magic. Take Faraga off everyone's elemental attack and give them arrow on their elemental attack. So there's that for Rinoa. We'll now do it for Squall. And then Quistis. Nope, not Zell, not Irvine. There she is. So we're going to give arrow to Quistis, and we're also going to go to abilities, take Encounter None off, and give her Mug. So that's going to change her attack to Mug, but the upcoming boss has a couple items I want to mug from him. So once that's all set up, you actually want to run over and talk to this dude right here. And he says, yo, looks like you're doing pretty good with the card games. It's almost time. And he says, oh, alright, Squall, I challenge you. He's CC Group's Jack. We appear to be a worthy opponent to him, and you can challenge him by just a normal card game. So he's part of a side quest known as the CC Group quest, which we could actually do a part of right now. I'm going to wait a little later in the game when we can access all CC Group members, and I'll do it all at once. And the way I was able to challenge him is if you talk to him and he doesn't say I challenge you, it means you need to win more card games in Balamb Guardian, specifically 15 card games. Obviously, with all the card grinding I did earlier, I won way more than 15 card games. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to head to the elevator. It will take us down to the B1 level. And you know it's good when the elevator automatically takes you there. So if you haven't set up your junctions, you will have one more chance before the boss fight. Okay, well here we are, so what's going on? So walk forward. Someone's apparently having an argument, and apparently it's Sid. The third person that you took with you to Balamb Guardian will come down the elevator afterwards, and she'll say, hey, where are you going? And Quistis is here because she's looking for the headmaster. Oh, wow, seems like it might be getting a little physical over off screen. Wow, they just threw Sid over there. Man, Sid is heated, greedy son of a bitch. Seeds were brought up for the future, and that future is now. Why can't you understand? Can we just take care of this stupid garden faculty member? Should have never trusted you. Wish I could go back 10 years or so. to tell myself that you're nothing but a money-grubbing son of a bitch. Wow. So, yeah. Cypher calls Zell a chicken once, yet Squid says son of a bitch like twice. So we'll go talk to Sid. And he's gonna be like, sorry you had to hear me. Even old men like me lose their temper. Yeah, technically I guess some people would say I'm an old man. I lose my temper from time to time. And Sid says, let's get out of here, but we have to take care of the Garden Master first. Squall says, I still have to give you my report. And Sid just says, please come to my office later. And with that, he will take the elevator back up, effectively forcing us to go through this part of the game. There's the Garden faculty, not happy that we were making Garden Master Norg wait. Yep, Norg has been waiting for you. So this is your last chance to do the junction switch if you haven't yet. I do apologize if my voice sounds different. Had a visit to the ENT about my nose this week, and that can kind of get you all stuffed up. So, if I sound different, that's why. No cold. So we'll head over here. And Garden faculty says, whenever Norg calls you, be sure to be there within 3 seconds. And Norg says 3 seconds are up. I'm not gonna try to do the foo sounds that Norg speaks with. Now, the weird thing about Norg is, and Squall says, oh, this is the Garden Master, the proprietor of Garden. Norg is what you call a shumai. He's not human, and this is what some people use as one of their undisputable facts as to why this part of the game is a dream. But I'm not going to get into that. For some reason, Norg, he's a shumai, like I said. We'll meet more shumai later, but they're all very eloquent and very well-spoken. Norg, on the other hand, is like monosyllabic, give your report on the sorceress. So, Squall's gonna start just giving him an overview of our actions for the assassination, and we're gonna learn a couple interesting facts about the assassination. And Norg's going to say, Balamb Guardian's orders? You were fooled. How were we fooled? How so? Squall's going to be like, I don't understand. And Norg's going to say, I don't really talk like that. Explain it to him. And the Garden faculty are going to tell us. Master Norg had known about the alliance between the president of Galbadia and the sorceress. So he heard it from the Galbadia Garden Master himself. Yep, Martine. You remember talking to him right before Irvine joined our party. Oh, the sorceress is going to try to gain hold of all gardens. Well, you really can't gain a hold of Trabia Garden anymore. So, anyway, the Garden faculty says, Master Norg sent an official order to Galbadia Garden to kill the sorceress. Assassination was thought to be the best means. However, Martine used us as a last resort to try to pin some blame on Norg. Now, if you remember, I made it a point to ask, why are they sending 3 rookie seed members to take care of this mission? That's why. We just happened to show up. And Martine is like, I can use these rookies, they'll fail, and then I can place the blame on Norg. Yep, you just happened to show up just before the mission was to be carried out. We were used. And the operation failed and the sorceress is still alive. She retaliated just as we suspected. So it was no doubt her that ordered the missile attacks. What do you mean something must be done to calm the sorceress's anger? And Squall says, wait a minute, that's just... hand over those involved? Boojuru. Offer the seed's head on a silver platter and pretend we obey the sorceress. Yeah, that's kind of not going to jive with our plans for the near future. So Squall says, why aren't we fighting the sorceress? What about all the training we endure? What good is it for if we're not going to fight her? And this is just going to enrage Norg further. And the Garden faculty are like, Headmaster Sid was saying the same thing. Which is gonna piss Norg off, and they're gonna run away. And we're about to learn the one of the biggest secrets about Sid. Okay, so Norg put up the money for Garden. Oh, you wanted to offer the sorceress Sid's head all along with the seeds. So that's why these students were trying to find Sid, but we sided with him. It's not just yours. Is it Sid and Adia as that pathetic married couples? Yup. Sid is actually married to sorceress Adia. More of that will be explored later in the game. But yeah, in fact, Sid will admit it upcoming that he married Adia knowing that she was a sorceress. And in Final Fantasy VIII, women can have latent sorceress powers like Adia, and then be activated by something, so they're not really a sorceress in most of their life. But it can be activated. And now it's time to fight Norg for the second time, because I forgot to do something on the first time. Oh, fun. Okay, anyway, Norg's pretty easy. You want to ignore the Norg pod right now. So he's going to say blue, yellow, red, lots of magic when red. So the right orb will do status magic, the left orb will do elemental magic. So what we want to do first is we want to have Quistis use Mug on the orbs, because we can mug certain items from the orbs. One magic up, better than nothing. So now we'll have her mug the right orb. Let's see, one spirit up, better than nothing. So now we want to do 2,000 damage to the Norg pod, because then that'll break and we'll show Norg. Okay, like I said, it takes about 2,000 worth of damage. Hopefully this will be it. Nope. One more hit with Rinoa. Surprised the orbs really aren't changing. They usually change pretty quick. Okay. So the Norg pod's going to go away. What we're going to do now is we're going to draw from Norg Leviathan, a Guardian force in the game. So we're going to stock that. And then we're going to have Quistis constantly mug him until she acquires something. So we'll have her mug Norg. Maybe she can get it on the first try. Awesome. One circlet. So we'll have Rinoa. We'll just have her hit the orb to send it back to blue. But now we can really just unload on the Garden Master now that we've stolen and acquired everything that we need. So there's one hit. And Quistis, I stupidly targeted the orb. But hopefully with Squall's hit up here, this should be it for Norg. 5,300. Yeah, we got him. Yeah, I forgot to draw Leviathan my first time around, so that's always fun when you have to re-record. So Norg's pretty simple. And we got one spirit up, one magic up, and a Leviathan Guardian Force. And 20 AP, new Guardian Force. Yay. Yeah, what happened to him? Squall's like everything else in this game. Oh, just forget about it right now. And Rinoa says, I can't believe you said that. I think what just happened is really serious. And Squall basically says, what's the point of talking about it if you don't know what's going on? Yeah, he feels like a helpless puppet being manipulated in some major scheme. So we're going to go see Sid. The girls are going to come with us. But first things first, we will junction Leviathan to Squall. Leviathan has Spirit Junction Magic, and Squall does not have that yet. So we'll give him Leviathan, and we'll put Death on his Spirit. And while I'm here, real quick, I'm going to remove Arrow from people's magic, because we won't need it probably ever again, as far as I know. Junction Rinoa, Junction Magic, Arrow. Okay. There we are, good for now. So now we can exit the screen. Eventually you will be able to come back to the Norg pod later, and I believe there's a draw point there. Okay, go up the elevator. And this time, instead of searching for Sid, I'm just going to show you where he is. So we're going to head, and just to once again show you, we can't use the garden directory to teleport. So we're just going to head over to Dr. Katawaki's area, because Sid is in the infirmary. So we'll talk to her. Yes, we need to see the headmaster now. Well, the headmaster's kinda... I'm okay now, Doctor. Oh, he believes he's done crying. Okay, let's go give him our report. So he's gonna say, what shall we talk about? I want to make a report. No, it's not necessary. I'm able to guess what must have happened. Okay. What's the real meaning of Seed? The elite mercenary force of Balamb Guardian. Seed will defeat the sorceress. The Guardian will train Seed members. The many missions around the world are the only training for the final battle against the sorceress. But now the sorceress has become a major threat. Our true mission has begun. So you just got to go through everything with Sid. What about Sorceress Adea? I heard she's your wife. Oh, you're quite right. She'd been a sorceress since childhood. I married her knowing that. We were happy. We worked together, the two of us. We were very happy. Oh, and it was Adea's idea to create garden and train seeds. Even though you realized that one day Seed might fight Adea. And of course she laughed and told him that would never happen. And here we are. So what about Master Norg? And Sid's going to tell us he's from the Shumai tribe. He's a black sheep of the tribe, one might say. And he was the one that was able to finance Garden when Sid was trying to secure funds. And the funding was complete, however they needed to maintain operating costs. So they began dispatching seeds all over the world as a means of supporting the garden, and the money just rolled in. So the garden lost sight of its high ideals, and the truth was covered up. That's probably enough about it. At the end, it was his fault for giving up control. So the last thing to talk to him about is what to do next. Well, we must stop drifting around soon. Only hope that we can get things back to the way they were. Okay, so that's it for Sid. So we can leave the infirmary now. Now from this point, the game's not too clear on where you should go. So what you want to do is you want to head back to the directory area. And as you enter the area, a scene with Zoo will trigger. And she's going to tell us that she needs to see the headmaster. Oh yeah, he's over in the infirmary. Yeah, what's wrong? Go to the second floor deck and see for yourself. There's a ship approaching. Oh yeah, it could be Galbadians or the sorceress, because they did just fire missiles at us. So she says I have to go tell the headmaster right away. And let's head to the second floor. Yeah, I mean, the Galbadians did just try to bomb us with missiles. It probably would be pretty smart to have another army or another force coming to take us out in case we manage to avoid the missiles. So let's head over here. You can talk to these people. They really don't say anything interesting. The only people that say anything interesting are, in an upcoming part we're going to split up with from our party. And people in the quad can say something interesting. A ship? A Guardian ship? Oh, those don't look like Guardian soldiers. No, Sid's not here. Are you from Galbadia? Oh, you're Seeds. This is Adia's ship. Your sorceress Adia's Seeds? What? Coming aboard unarmed, and apparently they're quite a pair of, a trio of acrobatic Seeds right there, just jumping onto the garden. Yeah, just put your gun blade away. We come in peace. We must speak to Headmaster Sid. Where is he? Oh, and apparently Sid came in right behind us. They've come for a loan. It's too dangerous here. Alone? The girl from Windhill? And Sid tells us to go find her because she's somewhere in the garden. Squall's gonna say, "What? How are these connected? How are they connected? Who are these guys?" Okay, yeah, go look, Squall. And Squall obliges, so we're gonna head back in. And Quistis is going to say, oh, that's the girl from the Dream World, right? The little girl that Laguna was looking after. Do you know where she is? Squall's going to say no, but I know where she is. So the trio's going to split up to look for her, and Rinoa's going to be a little jealous, saying, hey, Squall, who's alone? And Squall just says, oh, she's a person in the Dream World. And you can almost see Rinoa go, whew. Okay, so now that we're alone with Squall, Alone is in the library, but first I just want to stop by the quad, because I just want to show you the dialogue down there, and the different audio track from it. It's something I just discovered earlier this afternoon on my dry run. So we're going to go down to the first floor. So I'll just meet you guys at the quad. Okay, so we're on our way to the quad. We can still hear the Balamb Guardian music in the background. All of a sudden we get the breezy Balamb music, and it sounds like waves crashing. So you go talk to this dude, worried about his mom and pop back in Balamb, but I knew a time like this would come eventually. Now, if you talk to these girls here, I'm never going to forget about my garden friends. Yeah, let's be sure to keep in touch even after we graduate. Let me know right away when you get yourself a boyfriend. So, that's actually kind of true. A lot of times, even college friends you'll lose contact with as you graduate and move to different areas. Just something to look forward to. So, go talk to these guys. The boundless ocean. Wonder what's to become of us. So it sounds like the part of the quad is actually touching the ocean, because it looks like they're just kind of standing on almost like a beach. You know, just watching and listening to the ocean. So that's pretty cool, and it's something that I never noticed when I played this game a while ago. And yeah, this guy says just gazing out at the ocean kind of makes you forget about all that studying we've endured. So that's just something interesting I thought that I never knew about. So I'll meet you guys in the library, because that's where Alone is. Alright, here we are in the library. Let's run to the back. And there she is. Remember that girl from the beginning of the game? That's Alone. Are you alone? Yes. You're alone? The Alone? Well, okay, then tell us what the hell's going on. No, you really love Uncle Laguna. Yeah, Squall's like, tell me what the hell this experience is. Oh, you're sorry and it's hard to explain. Why don't you try? It's about the past, so she's trying to change the past, basically. We're viewing the past. And you're going to find out she's trying to change the past because she says, people say you can't change the past. But even still, if there's a possibility, it's worth a try, right? So she's trying to change something in the past. And she's taking us to the dream world, trying to get us to affect that change. And Squall's gonna be like, I have enough problems, don't get me involved in this. And then he has a crushing reality. Don't count on me. And the zoo's gonna come into the scene. Hey Squall, did you find alone? I'm alone. So Zoo's basically gonna tell Alone, come with me. And Alone's gonna ask Squall if he's, or Zoo's gonna ask Squall if he's alright. And Alone's gonna come over and whisper something under her breath. We're her only hope. Why do people depend on each other? In the end, you're on your own. I've made it this far by myself. Sure, I couldn't do a thing when I was a kid. I've depended on others, but this is a pretty cool ship. I'll be the first to admit that I'm here because of other people. So once again, now Squall's just laying in bed, just having a nice little chat with himself. Squall says, that's a lie, I don't know anything, I'm so confused. And he asks someone to tell him what to do, and then he's like, someone. So I'll end up depending on others after all. And here we get a scene of Squall's childhood. He's apparently asking for someone named Sis, who's no longer there. I'm all alone, but I'm doing my best. I'll be okay without you, Sis. I'll be able to take care of myself. So basically this scene, we learn, is it's Squall suffering a loss of a big sister figure earlier in his life, which caused him to become kind of the introverted, take care of myself person that he became at the start of the game. So Rinoa's going to come in our room. Oh, I heard you talking in your sleep. But I'm not telling you what you said. So she wants to go for a walk again, and Squall's going to be like, I just took you on a walk. And Rinoa says, that was a guided tour. This time it's just a walk, you know. Something you do with a significant other, just go for a walk, not really caring exactly where you go. Just go by yourself, it's safe here. Way to get the hint, there, Squall. Yeah, she doesn't want a guard, she just wants to walk with you. Oh yeah, Squall's always too deep in thought. Rinoa does have a great line coming up here. What I'm trying to say is, it would be my honor to have your company, your highness, in the hopes that I may get your mind off things. So just say I'll play along. Rinoa says, thank you, your highness. Alright, let's get going. Alright, so you can go on a walk with Rinoa, however it's going to be a very short walk. So I'm going to end this episode right here. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Next episode, we're finally going to explore a new area of the game as the garden stops drifting. So that's going to be one of my favorite episodes to do. I can't wait to film it. or recorded, I should say, probably tomorrow or maybe Monday or Tuesday. So, yeah, once again, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. If you like the video, just let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.